It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheese heads on and have filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got a battle here in the NFC North. It's the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Here to begin this one is Jackpot Lesney. And away we go from Wisconsin. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. And we're running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Counter play here, Warren. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Nickel look by the Packers on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Pass brought in by Burden. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Warren once more. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball and put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Third down. Here's Williams. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, Sam headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
That's taken at the 15. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Go!
It's a design boot. Buying some time left. And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for 2nd down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
Ready? Liking 18. 19 Lions. Ready?
He's going to throw again on 2nd down. Hits him on the in route. And he takes it forward to maybe the 23. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes, you can get to win-win.
70, Hawk 70.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Ooh, and almost an opening drive pick, but he couldn't hang on. He dropped it, so the potential turnover winds up on the ground. Does, though, bring up 4th down. nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. They'll start the drive with Warren. His charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He's looking for Colston Loveland. And that brings up 3rd down.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
On target to Moore. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Bears first down.
Working from the gun, Williams. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To the air yet again, Williams. This is brought in. Big gain here for Loveland. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Got his man. It's Golden. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Come on.
They'll throw here on first. That's complete to Reed, out left. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Kate, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Now a toss. This is Jacobs. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the stick.
He's got it inside the 10. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers will reach pay dirt for the first time this game.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Has this at the 6. Showing a little burst so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route. They get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
To throw is Williams. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They've got it first to begin the frame. Warren quick on the draw. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side. Anytime you dial up a blitz and you catch them running the draw like that, Brock, the D coordinator, he's going to be patting himself on the back right there.
He is, and not only for the call, but the execution of his player as well. Because you call a blitz, Kate, sometimes they can just run with their hair on fire. You have the awareness to stop that drop before it gets started.
Luther Burden, the guy he was looking for. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Williams to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Cut down the field, Golden. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And it'll be 1st down, Packers. We're slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Let's go now.
At the 40-yard line.
On the option, it's Jacobs. And that carry only gets one on the plunge up the gut.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Throwing on 2nd. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Jacobs running behind center. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Ready, set.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on third down.
Come on. Set. 19. Ready.
Turning to Jacobs on third. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a second quarter lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. On Leslie now to add the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Bears 7.
Now Pod Leslie on to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out.
They're on 37-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10. Here's Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Try and get it into Colston Loveland. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
On second down, Warren. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up third down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Let's see what they draw up on this third and 7. To the air on third and long. Escapes the pocket. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. Chicago brings out the punting unit. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. That's grabbed at the 10. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
Packers getting set here. First and 10.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Rolling out to his left. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And on first down, only gets about a yard here. And the defender there to force him out.
But once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
Dropping back to throw. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And he's hit just before he can pick up that first. So third and short coming up from the 33.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Cowboy 80. Panther 11.
He's dropping back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Jacobs Incomplete.
Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's going to be 4th and short. Brings it in at the 12. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Connects downfield, on target to Burton. And they're finally able to take him down, but the damage done on that play. The Bears decide to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First down, Williams. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. Throwing again on second, Williams.
My haters, I wish them well. Get up on my level, I'm sending them straight to hell. We all in your city, your name ain't ringing the bell. All this motion on my cell, you would think I got it for sale. It was Friday, I met him up by the shell. He took me to the bank cause he sent me too much for sale. Keeping secrets, he know that I never tell. It's a bird, it's a plane, oh it's coming in through the mail. I'm a lane switcher, shapeshifter, go. Just set way quicker. Maybe if I'ma go to date with ya.
I ripped it. All these I'm a true first, no dribble. These always talking pillar. Thing like scissor. Like Giannis, I'm about my business. Yeah, they know what's up. Glizak never gave up. Don't go against the grain, they taking off your damn heads. I'm running up this door, I almost broke my damn legs. Hey, these out here broke, they damn nerd. Damn little mama bet is.
First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. Off we go from Green Bay. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. A quick slant, looked in by Moore. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Number 6 brings up
They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Let it up. There he gets.
On second down, Warren. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's third down and a few inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
It's a gain of a yard.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on third and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they...
Williams hit, and he loses the football. And the Packers have recovered the football.
And that's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball, they knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
Jaden Reed was the intended target, and that will lead to a second down.
Here we go.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Packers.
First down. First and 10 at the
Come on.
45-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 5. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Green Bay first down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Hines-Allen in there for the sack, his 4th on the year.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive. So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell, and what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones, and if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
On comes the Packers punting team. Taken in at the 8. And he'll give his guys a little bit more room to work with as he's able to get forward out beyond the 10-yard line.
What is going on?
On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And this defense plays it beautifully. They knock him back to the 7.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
He'll step up and run.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
3rd and 2. Here we go. quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he is very close to the first down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
At their own 29-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercept it. And the Bears are going to take possession.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. Just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
5. What is up?
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Open man, right side, he's got it. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Chicago.
16 yards. And the Bears.
So a turnover-filled first quarter has come to an end. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back. Lambeau Field in just a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
What is up?
A run out of the gun with Warren. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. Burden, the man on the move. Once again, it's Warren. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. Here comes 3rd down. They'll go play action here with Williams. He gets this complete to Burden. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stomped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. Here's Williams. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back.
What is up?
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's complete. Some more on the right side.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
When you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation, and instead he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity, but with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Here's Torrey Taylor now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And he'll give his guys a little bit more room to work with as he's able to get forward out beyond the 10-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this tackle that he pushes forward, it'll give him 4 yards.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
From the 29, here's second down and 5. They'll look to throw. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And he will dive into the end zone. 71 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Seven 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
What is it on? Here we go.
Here's Williams now to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Well, as they face this possible 3-and-out following that second down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield to try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
They'll put Loveland in motion. On third down, it's Williams. Over the middle, he's got Burden. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, He put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
The Packers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Oh, big hole left side. And he will go all the way. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
Makes the score Packers 14, Bears nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. A throw downfield caught by Burden. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And the Bears, first down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Bears.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. He gets this one to Moore. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 21
That's his
yards.
3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Chicago.
Williams. That's out wide to Warren. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
They'll indeed go. It's Williams. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's incomplete. Daring ball on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks, but right now it's been a lot of double coverage, it's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, This offensive play caller needs to be more creative, freeing him up.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. Oh, a loose football. Looks like the Bears got there, and they did. Chicago ball.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This taken at the 5. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Mustang 19 Tiger.
Now they'll set up to throw. This one is caught by Reed. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. In motion, it's Odunze. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took that ball way too much time to get to the open receiver. And when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball. And he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of 1st.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds.
Okay, ready?
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Come on.
Now, faking the give. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Okay, break. Here we go. Scratch. Back to 60. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup.
Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 19-yard line.
They run with Warren. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Javon Bullard there on the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
We'll try and run it here with Warren. Hey, that ought to be enough. Yeah, he's got the 1st down up to the 25-yard line.
It's a really nice job there on the right side of the offensive line. They were the ones who got the key blocks. That's exactly where the point of attack of that run play was designed to go, and the back was able to find enough room and easily pick up that 1st down.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Jalen Warren was the man he was trying to connect with. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's out left and complete to Burton. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10.
A gain of 12. And the Bears 1st down.
They'll run straight ahead with Warren. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Bears.
Now Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That is 14 for the 2nd time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a 1st down.
A gain of 14.
Throwing is Williams. Right back to Moore, another grab. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
That's good.
22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Bears 1st down.
1st down, Chicago.
Vegas!
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he's in! Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Bears. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. He'll start at the 4. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
20-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Running free at the 45. Moving inside the 20. dive into the end zone. 79 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. The extra point is good. And the Packers will take a 21-7 lead.
Bears 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. To throw is Williams. He'll air it out down the middle. And this will be incomplete. Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time. And it'll bring up second down. To throw, it's Williams. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A gain of 24 through the air. First down, Chicago.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Bears.
Here's Williams now to throw. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter. Second and 10. Williams to the air once more. Connection made. It's Burton. And he's out of bounds here. It's a big pickup at the end here of the third quarter of play. First and 10.
Biggie Angels! Biggie Angels!
And he will score! Game on! Caleb Williams! Touchdown, Chicago. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
On the return, it's Robinson. Midfield. Look at him go. And he will dive into the end zone. 92 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Point after try forthcoming. He knocks it through. And the Packers have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Here's Williams. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. And third down coming up. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Bill looks to throw. He gets this one to Moore. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Williams. That's out wide to Warren. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Bears first down.
A gain of 15. And the Bears
back to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And he will score. Game on. Luther Burden. Touchdown Bears. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the...
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. On the return, it's Robinson. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up. Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to look downfield once again. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
Vegas!
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
What is up? Yes! Watch!
From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's complete. Some more on the right side. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here we go. 3rd and a yard.
Yes.
third down, they go with Warren.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down. A handoff running left, it's Jacobs. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Packers.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. That's his third touchdown of the game and number 12 on the year. The PAT up and good. And the Packers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Here's first and 10. They'll put Loveland in motion. Here's Williams on first and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards. 2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's first and 10. That is caught to the goal line and in. Holston Loveland. Touchdown, Chicago.
He's lined up one-on-one, and it's a mismatch from the very beginning. He's just so fast, so big. He's kind of part tight end, part wide receiver, and when you have that type of skill set, it's just going to be hard to stop.
Bears 27.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Robinson. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
32-yard line.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready? Ready, ready.
Running is Jacobs. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9. The Bears go ahead, take their third and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
Mike, these are the spots that if I was a play caller, I think I'm calling up something down the field. You know the defense is really packed in tight, anticipating a run. Now's the time, play action, and throw it over their head. They take a little bit more of a conservative approach, still get stopped for no gain, brings up third and short.
On third down, they go with Jacobs. And a nice job, they pick it up. First down, the march continues. They're at the 41-yard line.
And with the game on the line, Mike, here, fourth quarter, you put the ball in the hands of your running back behind this big offensive line. Great job, two hands on the ball, powers ahead for the first down, and that should all but end this one.
What a run, he brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. They get 24 on that one. Good for a Green Bay first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So, it's a win for the Packers. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their two scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.
I learned to swim from all your burnt bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth, still the truth, nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones, won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this, you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Hey, you can't stop this. I had a dream, and now I live it. Ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath. Stop speaking in whispers. Say that with your chest. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. You can't stop this. Whoa. eyes can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt this life ain't got no ceiling like you won't break me